Okay, so today I've got an Xbox 360 Slim. I bought it for $30, untested. When I brought it home, plugged in the power, and what it was doing, as soon as you press the button, it was power on for it was powering on for about 3 seconds. The green light had come on, then it had shut off. Thing is, when I pressed eject, power button would stay on. Wouldn't actually boot though, and closing the disk tray actually shut the machine off. I tried a few times, and doing it with just the eject button finally got it to power up once. Went to the dashboard, everything seemed to be working. I tried one of the games that was on the internal hard drive. This one, when I bought it, didn't have a hard drive. And within seconds of turning that on, it just shut down, and I haven't been able to fire it back up. I was asking a few people about it, and one of the things Finalman had suggested when I was over on Ace's Discord was it could be a problem with the actual ribbon cable for the front, because the when it was powered up, even the sync wasn't working. So there could be something going on here. And well, as you can see, I've already got the bottom off because I forgot to record when I first started taking this apart. So right now I'll take out these 5 screws to get the top cover off. So the 5 long black ones here, 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 here. Once those come out, the top should come off, and then I'll be able to remove the ribbon cable and get the front faceplate off. So these are T10. So we'll try popping it open. Looks like somebody had already tried popping this open. The side with the hard drive in it, the plastic was totally gone, and the other side wasn't put back together proper. Half of it was sticking out, and so I don't know if they actually got into here or just tried and weren't able to open it up. So we'll just get these out first. We'll also have to take out the Wi-Fi card. So we'll get these out first. These are just holding the top case on. There we go. And one last long black one. Get that out. And now there's one screw holding in the Wi-Fi card. So we'll take that out. It's also T10. Yeah, they definitely haven't had this open before. All these were super tight. So it looks like they tried to get in and weren't able to. Get this. Oh, sure, wouldn't you know it's not magnetic. So just get the tweezers, pull that out. That off to the side. And we can just pop that straight out. So there's the Wi-Fi card. Now, if I put it this way, I should be able to slowly pull back. Is there another screw I'm missing? It doesn't look like it. Just don't want to break this any more than it already has been broken. Oh, there we go. And slowly pull this back. Yep, there we go. This is the first time I've ever taken one of these apart, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. Now we can get that off. Wow, it's actually really clean inside. So now have to be really careful trying to do this that I don't ruin the cable. So what we'll have to do is, I don't know if you can see this right here, where the cable's connected. This part here slides back. So we'll pop this back. Here, let me zoom in. There, that should be a bit better. So, pop this back. I'll have to lift this blue tab. There we go. Now that that's up, there we go. That pops out a lot easier now. and slide that off. Now the front plate's open. So as far as I know, for turning this on without it, I have to short this very front resistor, but I don't have a setup down here for doing this, sorry. So this very first resistor is the one I think that I'm supposed to short out. So I'm gonna have to bring this upstairs to hook it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm upstairs now. I've got HDMI hooked into my TV. So I'm going to plug in the power, and since there's no back shell, it doesn't have the cutout for making sure this is in the correct way. So we'll have to make sure that the cutout, the shaped part of the plug, is facing down when we're plugging it in. So we don't want to, definitely don't want to reverse the polarity on this. So try and get back behind here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So I've got that plugged in now. Got the HDMI plugged in. So as far as I know, let me try and zoom in here. I'm pretty sure it's the very first resistor here. Try and do this. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. I've got bigger problems now. It won't even power on, and it just put the power brick into protection mode. I've got no idea what's going on there. I know I've got the cable hooked up the right way, so I might have just done more damage than was already there before. Got a lot more to look into. Okay, so getting a little more progress. This actually happened before. What I did for turning it on, I just, instead of playing with those, I just hooked up the wired controller. It hasn't fully booted. It's showing a solid green light, but none of the lights turned on around. This is with the HDMI cable unplugged. And what I'd found before when I had this happen, as soon as I plug in the HDMI, it actually shuts down the system. So we're going to try that again. See if I can do this all with one hand. Okay. Actually, wow. So this is what had happened before. It started up. I don't know why it was putting it into protection mode before. I'm going to turn the TV on. And we'll take a look. Yep. So it actually is coming up and running. So I'm not sure what the problem is, because when I took that cable out, even when I tried with the controller plugged in and not shorting out the resistor, it was still going into protection mode. Let everything sit for a while, and now I've got it to get up and running again. So this one's really stumped me. There's obviously something going on, because I'm pretty sure if I turn it off and back on again, it's gonna go back. So let's try that for right now. Go up here, go all the way over, power off, turn the console off, yes. Okay, so now we're turned off. I'm going to try again with the controller. Yep, everything seems to be working, so I'm thinking that Finalman was probably right, and there is a problem with that cable. Unless there's a problem on the board with the connector, the next thing I'll have to do is actually try and plug in the cable and try again, see if it goes to the on off again. So it was green light for 3 seconds and then straight off. Quick update, turned itself off after about 2 minutes. I don't think that was a setting for going to sleep, so we're going to try again, starting it up with the controller. Hold that down, and no, it looks like it's going to shut off again. Yep, there we go, back to the exact same problem. So I've got some more digging to do. Try again, holding the button down, fan spins up, and power off. So there's definitely something going on. Probably capacitors, like somebody else was mentioning to me on Ace Console Repairs Discord. So, and repairs, he was suggesting maybe some trace damage. So got a lot more digging to do. Okay, so looks like I might have been chasing my tail on this one. I decided to put this off to the side and take a look at my Slim that has the 0022 error. As soon as I plugged in the power supply, had the exact same problem, went straight to red light and beep on, beep off. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try hooking up one of the original fat power supplies using the adapter cable to go from the original power supply into the 360 Slim. I'm going to be turning it on with the controller, wired controller here. Take a look and imagine that. It's not power on, power off. Actually fires up. So it looks like it wasn't the cable for the front panel connector. As you can see, everything's up and running. I've had this up and running and checked it a couple of times. So when I realized that, I went and opened up my power supply. Oops. This isn't plugged in right now, by the way, because that's very dangerous. This would have 125 volts coming straight out of it. That could hurt you very badly. But when I looked at the caps, those 16 volts, 2200 microfarad caps are pretty bulged. And when I checked these 200 volt caps, they were only charging up to 165 volts each. So I've got new caps to replace those. Unfortunately, the electronics store that I go to here in my city didn't have those two in stock, so I'm hoping that those are going to be all right. But the very first thing I'll be doing with that is changing these two caps out. They didn't have 16 volt 2200 microfarad, so I got 25 volt 2200 microfarad. As long as the voltage is higher and not lower, they should work. So I'll definitely be changing that out, and I'll be making a video on working on this power supply. It'll be the first power supply that I've changed caps on. I'm always a little leery and nervous about working on power supplies, but I'll definitely be working on this one. I want to get that up and running again. So it looks like the problem I thought was with the board or the front ribbon cable or the actual RF board turned out to be bad power supply. So hopefully this is going to work. I'll give it a nice clean and repaste. Once I do that, I'll put it through the ringers, test it out for a while and see how she works. All right, thanks for watching and have a great day.